She could have had it all: the massive blockbusters, the glamorous endorsements, the carefully curated Hollywood life. But Kate Winslet didn't play by the rules. She refused to be molded into a perfect, polished image, and instead chose authenticity over industry expectations. While that decision earned her critical acclaim, it also came at a cost. What she endured behind the scenes, body shaming, industry pushback, and emotional isolation, was the price of staying true to herself. And now, the truth about what she sacrificed is finally coming to light. Kate Winslet rose to international fame in 1997 after her unforgettable performance as Rose in Titanic. At just 22 years old, she became one of the most recognized faces in the world. But while most actresses would ride that wave into commercial blockbusters and Hollywood superstardom, Winslet made a startling choice: she stepped back. Instead of chasing fame, she focused on character-driven, often low-budget films. While the world expected her to become the next it girl, she quietly rebelled against every rule the industry tried to impose. Winslet's resistance wasn't loud, but it was deliberate. In an era where women were expected to be impossibly thin, constantly styled, and endlessly agreeable, she refused to shrink herself to fit in. The British tabloids attacked her relentlessly, mocking her weight, questioning her beauty, and labeling her unfit for leading roles. The criticism wasn't just cruel, it was constant. And yet, Winslet didn't cave. She stood her ground, choosing self-respect over societal approval. Her refusal to conform extended beyond body image. Winslet avoided Hollywood's obsession with perfection. She turned down roles that objectified women, declined to work with directors she didn't respect, and spoke openly about the mental toll of being scrutinized for her appearance. In doing so, she was labeled difficult or non-commercial. Studios weren't sure what to do with an actress who prioritized art over fame. Her career didn't stall, but it didn't explode either. And that was the price she paid. But Winslet's determination to carve her own path ultimately became her power. She delivered some of the most emotionally raw performances of her generation, in films like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Revolutionary Road, and The Reader, which finally earned her a long-overdue Oscar. These were not safe roles. They were complex, unflattering, and brutally honest. She didn't portray perfect women, she portrayed real ones. Still, even after her Oscar win, Winslet faced an industry unwilling to fully embrace her authenticity. She continued to be judged for aging naturally, for rejecting cosmetic enhancements, and for speaking out against unrealistic beauty standards. And through it all, she remained unapologetically herself. In an industry built on illusion, she insisted on truth. Over time, that truth has become her legacy. Winslet is now not just admired for her acting talent, but for her strength, her defiance, and her refusal to play the game. She's used her platform to uplift others, calling out sexism, championing mental health, and mentoring younger actresses who face the same toxic pressures she once endured alone. Kate Winslet didn't just survive Hollywood, she changed it. By rejecting its rules, she forced the industry to reckon with its own double standards. Her journey wasn't without pain. She was mocked, misunderstood, and even pushed aside. But she kept going, not for fame, but for freedom. So while others played by Hollywood's rules to stay in the spotlight, Kate Winslet lit her own path. And though the price was high, what she gained in integrity, self-worth, and impact is priceless. She didn't fit the mold, because she was never meant to. She was meant to break it.